seconds to decimal to DCM. Now, in the old calculator, this one could be easily solved using one of the calculators button. كان في زمن الكالكوليتر القديم one of the buttons واحدة من الكبسات في الكالكوليتر تعطيك الحل immediately. بالنسبة the current, according now to the current calculator, you don't have this access. That's all what you have to do. Your answer should always start with a 12 plus, if you see 1 prime أو شحطة واحدة, you say 26 divided by 60 plus 2 primes, as you can see here, it is 5 divided by 60 times 60. If you apply this in calculator, the current calculator of the exam, you will end up having 12.4347. هلا in the question he is asking you to round to the nearest thousand. Here is high 10th, just to remind you, high 100th, and here is the location of thousands. To round it, we put a circle, يعني underline, and put a circle to the right. If the number inside the circle is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you will add 1 here. Thus, after rounding, the answer will be like this. The only trick you can remember here that it will be a number prime with 2 prime. The answer should be plus P over 60 plus C over 3,600, or you say 60 times 60. This is the only way how to solve it. طب we come to this question and let's read the question. نيجي على السؤال الثاني. If the angle is in the standard position with a terminal size intersecting a unit circle. Unit circle is very important. Unit circle means two things. Means إنه radius equal 1 and any point given into your seat number, but for us it is cosine theta, sine theta. According to the numbers are given in the exam, if we align between them, you'll discover that he's asking first of all cosine, and it is the x-axis. This is the meaning of a unit circle. I'll come to the third question. Here it's a silly question, you can solve it. You move this one here, you will have u minus 3 equals 7. هلا power 2 both, or raise both to the power 2, you end up u minus 3 equal 49. You move this one, u equal 52. Again, in the old calculator, هذا السؤال كان ممكن تحل لك يا calculator shift solve. هلا you need to try manually. We come to this equation and he is asking you give the polar equation of the current one. طبعا sorry, just there is somehow some kind of delay in my video. Hold on 1 minute. In the current equation, he's asking you how to convert. He will not go for difficult equation. All what you have to do that to remember, x r cosine theta, y equal r sine theta. If I want to divide y over x, I will have tan theta, and that should be enough. If you check here, this part, r cosine theta, is basically x equal 11, and this is the equation. You need to go back to those rules and remember them. We come here to this equation, and he is talking about a sector of circle and area. Last time I checked the formula sheet. آخر مرة شيكت الفورمولا sheet أنا ما شفت area of the sector, to be honest. Sector area, it is basically r theta angle in radian. You need to remember this. I don't recall that they placed it in the MSAT exam. Maybe they did now. The area is 8. R he's giving you 6.5 times theta. All what you have to say, theta equal 8 divided 6.5. You insert it in your calculator. It's going to be 1.2307. Hella, he's asking you to round to the nearest tenth. This is, we say 10th. And it means we check this number. This number is 3 less than 5. Thus we will not add 1. Thus it will be 1.2. This is the answer. Okay? Now we go to another equation. Here this equation also he's asking you which one represent the function of minus cotangent power x. Hella, as a summary, we can give you tan x looks like this. If you say minus tan x, it's gonna be like this. Cotan x, it looks like this. If you take minus cotan x, it looks like this. Now, we are dealing, I'm going to use the red color. We are dealing with the cotan x, especially with the minus cotan x. Our answer should look like this. Based on that, I'm going to eliminate immediately this option. I will not use this option لأنه it contradicts the tip that I'm giving. Now, to decide which one, I would suggest to use the following. You will use minus cotan. You will change pi over 2 into 90x, but cotan, you don't have cotan in your calculator. You will say minus cosine 90x over sine 90x. We will use this one because cotan is cosine over sine. Now let's go and select this one. If we check this one, we notice here that we have vertical asymptote خط متقطع x equal 0. It means one thing. If at x equals 0, if I replace, let us try, you should have an error. You will have the error. But we cannot decide if it's still x equals 0 or not. Let's go and wait here. Okay, let's take this one. Here's 1. This is, I think it's x equal to. Let's try x equal to. Most likely the answer is A because it's the only one with a vertical asymptote x equals 0. But to make it clearer, at x equal to, you have minus cosine 180 over sine 180. Your calculator will say error. Thus the answer was A. The rest are not important. Why? Because upon replacement x equals 0, x equal to, you received error in the calculator. But how to replace? You should remember cotan equal cosine over sine. We come to this one. This one, the calculator will solve it. All what you have to do, your calculator, shift tan 1, and it's gonna be, he will say 45. If you change it to radian, this is the answer. Okay, let's come to this equation. In this equation, he's talking about a certain medicine. He is telling you that we start with 220 milligram. هلا لما يقول لك half life of 12 hours, what does it mean? يعني after 12 hours you take divide by 2 the medicine you have. Thus after 12 hours we will have 110 milligram. If we go further another 12 hours, meaning يعني 24 hours from here, you will have 55 milligram. Let's go and see if the answer is there. The first one بيقول لك in 24 you will not have medication. No, you will have 55 milligram. This is not true. In the first 12 hours you will have 110. We tried this one and it is correct. No need to read the rest. We come to this equation, and this equation he talks a lot, but luckily he's giving you the function. If I was in your position, I would write the function on the paper and I will start just replacing. For example, t, all of them, they start with 1. فخلينا t equal 1. If you replace it, it's going to be 1.7. 1.7 in your calculator, the one of the exam 2.89. Here, I will delete this one because they start with 1.7. It's not what I want. Now we say the second part. Let's test t equal to. If you do t equal to by replacement, it will be like this. 4.91, indicating the answer is this part. Okay? Now we come to a calculus. We're still not in the calculus questions. He's asking you which one of the following is converges. Converges, it means that it has a result when it goes to infinity. Type, let's go in infinity word. We imagine in infinity word, we will take the highest power and we see what will happen. يعني here I can see this one end up earth 3x squared over x, which is a 3x. I will replace infinity. It's not gonna stop. It will go for infinity. Here, 2 times infinity is infinity. Not this one, not this one. Let's come here. Here, 4x over x over 1000. I can see that I delete here 4 plus 1000. Now I am not connected to infinity. I ended up on 1004. It looks like the same principle of taking the limit. I will stop here. Of course, this one will go to infinity لأنه it will end up by x. For the answer is this option. This is a Riemann sum, or we call it Riemann sum, and he's asking you to find the area. طبعا finding the area is dividing إنك تقسمي الشكل تحت الكيرف into rectangle and then you add them. You need to approximate. We can say this is the first slice. هاي الريكتانجل الأول مثلا slice 1. Okay, we come here. Slice 2, slice 3. Okay, let me use another color. Slice 4, slice 5. Okay, I don't want to lose a track. Slice 6, slice 7. Again, slice 8, slice 9, slice 10, slice 11, slice 12. I have to add 12 rectangle. هلا what is important about the rectangle إنه هو الوidth في كلياتهم, all of them they have the same width 1, العرض 1. فهير we can approximate تقريبا, we can say slice 1 almost 24 almost, plus slice 2 we are approximating. Slice 2 we can say it goes maybe 28 plus slice 3 2 sorry we'll say 26, slice 3 we'll say 28, and it's approximation. And we will say slice 4 here 30. I'm here now. Slice 5 يعني we try to go something in between, and by looking, let us say maybe it will be between 25 and 30. Let's give it 27. It can be plus or minus a little bit. It's okay. We're adding this. Here I will continue adding slice 6. Slice 6, let us say that it is 20 almost. Slice 7, it is 15, but we have something extra. Let's say we will go for 17 for an example. Slice 8, يعني I'm doing it very quickly. It should be done in more appropriate way, but we are trying to figure out where it should be. Slice 9 here, it should be example 10. Slice 10, I'm giving it 10. Slice 11, let me say 11, 12, and finally slice 12. It's gonna be slice 12, we will say it is 16. I will grab my calculator and add the numbers, and let's see if we can find an answer. 24 plus 26 plus 28 plus 30, 27, 20, 17. I'm just adding the numbers. Plus 10, plus 10, plus 12, plus 16. And it gives me around 233. Now I will go and check all the numbers. The most reasonable to my area, it is this part, because I was approximating. This most likely my area, it is between 230 and 235. This is how you solve it. You approximate. يعني الشكل بتقسمه إلى مستطيلات rectangles. The area of each rectangle is length times width. مساحة كل مستطيل الطول في العرض. And you approximate. هلا ممكن أنا 233. Some of you will receive 236. Some of you will receive 231. فأنت will go to the most logical one, which is I believe choice number C. Okay, I'll go to this one. وهذا the basic rules اللي I always tell my students you have to memorize it. This is the power rule, and the power rule says power times x power minus 1. This a, b, x, a, b minus 1, and this is the answer of this differentiation. Better to memorize the basic rules. Now we come to this question. Some of the questions is tricky, and I do believe that he wants the graph of f prime x. I will go for the red color. If I assume this is the parent, خلينا نقول this is f of x. Okay, do you see this part? It should be x-intercept in f prime. Okay, and here you can see it became here x-intercept. Not that only. Also, do you see هدول اللي هم x-intercept? Let me put it like this. X-intercepts in f of x will be minimum or maximum in f prime x. Here x-intercept, I want you to see what's happening here. For red, this is here minimum. For red here, it's maximum. I will go that this is f of x, this is f prime x, and this is f double prime x. That was it. The questions, I think, no, we still have one more question. Sorry, I think one more question. But we come to this one. He's talking about the horizontal asymptote. عادي. Degree here is 0. أي degree لنمبر 0. Here degree is 1. عندك top less than bottom. It means y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote. Or you can say 1 over infinity. What will happen? It's going to be 0. Again, this is the answer. That was the part 3 of MSAT math. Have a good day.